on ferry in the bay. Whitley nights, hill sway, movie start.
Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John and I've just received my Vinegar Syndrome February subscription box. Now in here I've got my February titles which were part of my subscription, and also I've got some stuff in the sale. There was a sale on February. It was a Valentine's Day sale and I went a bit crazy because why not? Yeah, so I'll get into this, and what I will do is I'll show you all of these, and this is just going to be an overview of what I've got. And what I will do in a forthcoming video, I'll come back and I'll do an overhead shot and I'll give you an up close view of all these things because they look absolutely spectacular on the website, never mind in the flesh, and I can't wait to have a look at them. So what do I say, Nurse Scarborough? Thank you very much. Right, and we're in. I was going to get my subscription stuff, and I went and added all the way through I think it was 3 days of sales. I think I got some other stuff that wasn't in the sales. They were low on stock, which I'll tell you about when I'm getting them. Some of them are actually sold out and they're out of print now. So first off is this. I saw this and I thought, what's this about? And it's Happy Valentine's Day from Vinegar Syndrome. So got that. Be able to send that next year to the Debs, and she'll be saying, what? Yeah. So first up is my February subscription titles. And the first one is the 4K of The Possession of Joel Delaney. This is this slipcover, if I'm honest, it didn't look too good on the website, but in the flesh, it's much better. Nice little bit of spot gloss in there, if you can see it. This is a 4K, as I said. I will see if there's any reversible art on here, which there will be. You've seen will be. I bet there isn't when I said that out loud. This is a film I knew nothing about, but I'm always glad to get stuff from Vinegar Syndrome I don't know anything about, because I usually find that I do like what I see, and I'm introduced to stuff that I would never have even known about before. You get a booklet in there, you get a 4K and a Blu-ray, and the reversible art is, like I say in the forthcoming video, I will show you screenshots and give you more of a flavour of it. This is more just an unboxing of the actual stuff I've got from my prescriptions, my subscriptions, and what I've got in the sales. Not a bad cover, that. So that's The Possession of Joel Delaney. Much better in the flesh than it was online, actually. Yeah, not a bad slip, that. Not a bad slip. I mean, I don't have to talk about how good the slips are from Vinegar Syndrome. There's some really amazing slips in here coming up. So that's the first one. The second one from the February subscriptions is The Carpenter. Now I'm going to say this stars Wingshauser, because I'm sure that's how you say it in German when you see a W. This is a Blu-ray. Nice bit of spot glossing as always. Spot glossing and embossing on the spine. Lovely thick cardstock. The best, actually. Let's see what the reversible art is like on here. This looks like a really good slasher, a really brutal slasher, if I'm honest. But I'd never heard of it until now. And here you get the Blu-ray. It says here the release is region free. What I'll do is I'll confirm that when I come back on my second video on here. Joel Delaney was region A locked according to the back, and I'll tell you if that's correct or not. So that's the second one, that's The Carpenter. And the last one is one I'm really interested in, and it is White Cannibal Queen. This is a Jess Franco release, and it is a Section 3 video nasty in the UK. Spot glossing. Lovely present, lovely colours that. That green. This is the Blu-ray, and it is region free, according to this. I'll confirm that in the forthcoming video, but usually 99% of the time they are correct, but sometimes the region A ones turn out to be multi-region. So it's worth knowing. That's really nice. I think this is also called Mondo Cannibale, if I'm right in thinking that. Region free, as I said. Yeah, interested in seeing this. This might be the first one I watch. Jess Franco, he isn't the best of directors, I have to say, but sometimes his stuff is really entertaining, and that's all you want really, to be entertained. So that's White Cannibal Queen, Sandrina Ciani. I think that's right. Apologies for mispronunciation. So that's what I've got with my Vinegar Syndrome February subscription. And what they do is on March the 1st, they'll announce what they're going to release on March subscriptions. So all of this next stuff is what I've got in the sales. Sold out. It is The Lost Films of Herschell Gordon Lewis. It has Linda and Abilene, The Ecstasies of Women, and Black Love. This is a lovely slipcover. They look nice on the online, but I tell you what, some of these, when you see them in the flesh, are much better than when you see them online. I had seen this one quite a few times. I didn't even know it was a Vinegar Syndrome release when I first saw it. Obviously, I knew it was unavailable in the UK. This, I think it's a region A lock, but I don't know. I can't see the region code line here. But I do know that this is the first ever. The spine number here is VS001. See that? And I think it came like this. This was the way it came when it originally was released as the first Blu-ray they put out. I'm led to believe that these films are pretty over the top, especially the last one. No reversible art. I mean, I've got quite a few Herschell Gordon Lewis films. I don't think these are like horror films like he had, but I like all of his stuff. And the fact that these are so out of print and lost, I just like the fact that they're being brought back into public consciousness, like they all should be. So that there is The Lost Films of Herschell Gordon Lewis. Everything you might imagine is shown in this motion picture. A little bit of embossing there, embossing up there. Lovely slip, that. Next up, I got from the Measureline site, I got A Woman's Torment. Now, this one is a one that I was reading up on it, and it was on there for cheap. I mean, these things were under £10, if you can believe it. And it stars, it took us a while to understand who it was, but it stars somebody who was in snuff. And this one's meant to be a little bit of a like revenge movie, but really over the top. And it just ticked a few boxes for me, so I thought it was there for cheap, and I like the premise of it, so I thought, why not? So that's interior art there. Yeah, this seems really different. There's also another film it mentions here, a tribute to Repulsion. Now, Repulsion is the Roman Polanski film, and it's absolutely brilliant. So I think this is kind of low budget remake of that in a way, or a nod to it. You get a Blu-ray, and you also get the DVD. And that's a reversible art there. It does say it's region free. Nice artwork, that. Also, this is sold out. This is out of print. It was getting low in the stocks when I saw it, and I thought, well, rather than think about it after the fact and think, is this going to be any good? And hearing it was great, I'd rather get it and take the chance on this being, the film I would watch again. Lovely cover, that. Quite exploitational. I love exploitational covers. One of the best things about getting this type of stuff now. I know Vinegar Syndrome are a US company, but in the UK we were starved of exploitational covers. Anything on there was just gotten rid of. But I love the fact that these are just really, really over the top. It's another one of the things that draws me to Vinegar Syndrome. And actually in the UK, we get some great covers now. So that's A Woman's Torment. This is from 1977. Interesting, intriguing, shall I say. The next one, I remember watching some unboxings from the US from Vinegar Syndrome a while ago. And I saw this one on it and I thought, is that really a film? And it seemed to be really over the top. And I thought it'd just gone. I didn't think this was going to be available now. And at the point of making this video, the 26th of February 2025, it is now down to 525 units. And it is, you ready for this one? You've probably seen this one on other unboxings, or maybe haven't. Assholes. Yeah, what can you say about this? I mean, they do amazing covers, and this is an amazing cover, but wow. Yeah, it stood out to me, shall we say. I believe the story behind this is quite an interesting one in a way. This is region A locked, corner here. It's about this these people who are just scumbags, absolute scumbags. They are what they say on the title. And not only do they have they got every type of disease going, that they are just really awful people as well. And they're just, you know, nobody likes them. So I thought, yeah, I'll have a bit of that. Why not? I've never seen a film like it, so I'll give it a shot. I think I'd say this was just in the sale. It was under £10, so why not? See if it's got reverse art. Yes, it has. It's got this card in it. Yeah, obviously got something to do with this film. There's your disc art there. Imagine have this in the shelves in the UK. Hey, you never know these days. Yeah, it's a good cover. Both covers are good. That's the one that they have here, but there's got no, no. Well, it's got this one here. This is quite good, but I think I'm going to keep it on here because I think this is the most well disgusting one, shall I say? Really intrigued by the fact of this just being so meant to be so out there. I think it's a new film as well. It's from 2017. Yeah, I think this is a partner label of I'm not too sure who it is. I'm going to say Collective. Definitely a partner label release. Yeah. And Souls. Some more sale stuff. Now, this first one is the one that I got. It wasn't in a sale, but I looked online because I thought, I remember there's a film here with Andrew Dice Clay in it, and I'm a big fan of Andrew Dice Clay. And I thought, I'll take a look at it and see if it's in the sale. It wasn't actually in the sale, but what it was it was really close to getting sold out. It has sold out now, and it is Whatever It Takes. This stars Fred Williamson. Amazing. He's been loads of exploitation films. Also, the Dragon Wilson. He's been in a load of ones as well. And the Dice Man, Andrew Clay. There you are. This is a VSA release. Like I say, it's just one out of print. And it is numbered. It is out of 6,000 and it is numbered to 4,918. Sure, that said 6,000 on there. This comes out the bottom loader or whatever. Oh, there's the poster. Actually, I thought that was a bit, yeah. So the poster's in there. I'll put that back into the box. This is Region 3. It's from 1998. I've got a few films of Andrew Dice Clay. Everything he's been in has been great. And I've seen the trailer for this. The trailer looks absolutely brilliant. And I like these sort of semi-comedies, action films that he's in. I think they're really watchable, really over the top. Obviously, Andrew Clay, is one of the most over the top people or entertainers you will ever see. And that's why I like him. But these boxes, you can't hear this, but these are just they're amazing. I love these VSA releases. I think the artwork and the feel of them is just like the best. Oh, there, just look at the shine on that. That's really tacky, isn't it? And that's really high class. Yeah, really dying to see this one because it's, like I say, he's one of my favourite comedians of all time. And he's really, really over the top. So that's Whatever It Takes. Out of print now, sadly. Next up is the one that got in the sale. I think this was the cheapest one on the site, actually. And I looked at it and I thought, that looked all right. I think it was only £5. Lovely slip as well. And it is Eat, Brains, Love. Never ever heard of this, but I looked at the trailer. I think this is a brand new film. Looked at the trailer, it looked absolutely brilliant, actually. So I thought, I'll watch that. I'll get that. £5. There's nothing bad you can say about that, is it? If I told you last week we were going to turn into cannibal zombies, what would you have thought? And I think that's what happens. These turn into zombies. I think there are a couple that turn into zombies and they realize they're zombies and they don't know what to do. I think the stark realization of being zombies is like, what? You stole my heart and then you ate it. I think I will swap it. At this, oh, it's not too bad. Right, I think I like that one better. Eat Brains Love. Never heard of it, but I kind of like these romance zombie films, if you can call them that. I mean, for the price of it. Like I say, if you were walking along in HMV and you saw this one here for that price, you'd pounce on it, wouldn't you? In Boston, spot gloss, the whole lot. Great. Lovely cover, that. These covers are really, I did think they look great online, but when you get them in the flesh, that's when you think to yourself, these are sort of next level. They're really, really good. Really excellent. Next one is Love After Death. Now, this is one that is an AGFA title. There you go, AGFA. Now, AGFA they're up there actually. That's why I'm keeping the AGFA titles are all there. Now, they were with 101, and I do think that 101 have stopped working with AGFA, and Vinegar Syndrome will work with AGFA all the time. Now, the ones I thought I'd just get the stuff from Vinegar Syndrome, but when I went to look, loads of them have gone out of print with slipcovers all gone, that type of thing. So what I thought of is I'll start getting these ones with the slips on now while I have the chance. This was in the sale. This was under £10. Cheap as chips, but amazing cover. Now, the thing with the advertisers, when I get them, I usually know nothing about them at all. And they come across and they're really obscure. Sometimes the quality of them is absolutely awful. You can hardly make out what's going on. But there's something about them that I just really like. I've always liked them. So I think I'll be now going to Vinegar Syndrome for my Agfa fix. Although I've missed quite a few titles for them, sadly. But they have done all the ones up there are available on or were available on Vinegar Syndrome before they sold out, sadly. But at least I've got all them lads, and they're great films. Now there's two films in here. Love After Death, which is from 1968, 72 minutes, and The Good, the Bad, and the Beautiful, which is from 1970, 82 minutes. Black and white. They usually team up with some weird video as well. Oh, what's this? What's the thing? Yeah, I think I'll have that one. That'll be me go-to one. The other one is just the one that's on the back of that cover there. So that's Love After Death. Great. Next up is a one that I sat on the fence with for a long time, and I thought, I'm not going to get this one. This is a gamble, this one. The only reason I got it for was because in the sale it was really cheap. I think it was only about 12 quid. And also the quality of the cover and everything about it is absolutely sensational. So I'm taking a gamble on it. And even if I don't like it, you can do two things. You can keep it just to sort of go back to it and think, do I like it on a second watch? Or will I just sell it? Because you've always got that option. You'll always get your money back on these titles from Vinegar Syndrome, probably more than most boutique labels. So it is, and I've been really excited to see this in the flesh because I've seen a lot of people unboxing it and it looks absolutely sensational. So it is, of course it is, street trash. Take a look at this. Now I love the original street trash from I think it was about 1986 or 1987. Absolutely brilliant. This one would never live up to it at all. I knew that from the word go. As soon as I heard it was going to come out, I thought, no way is this going to be anything like the original one. However, I'm willing to give it a free pass, and if it entertains us, I know it hasn't got... The main thing about street trash is it's that beer that they drink, or that Viper, the liquid that turns them into, when it melts them from inside. Now, that's the big selling point for me for street trash. I don't think they use that particular gag in this one. It's some other way that they melt. But anyway, I'll give this one a go. It's the box. Everything about it is amazing. There's 394 left at the time of making this video. The artwork on here is absolutely sensational. Spot glossy. I wish they would do this for the original street trash. That would be excellent if they could do that. Although the one I've got from Synapse looks absolutely incredible. I know 88 did it as well, but I thought the 88 one was a little bit, didn't compare as well. Had a lot of scratches on the prints, unfortunately, which is unusual for 88. Region 3. This is a 4K. A lot of people are saying this is a 4K remaster. Why didn't they put a 4K out? I don't know. If they ever do unless I love this film, if they ever do a 4K, I think I'm more than happy with the Blu-ray. If it's a 4K remaster Blu-ray, it should look lovely. But this is just such a lovely set. The feel of them is just amazing. Melt the Rich. Look at that artwork, man. That's great. That's one of the best. That's one of the best editions I've got this far. Although it could be one of the worst films I've got this far. And the last up, I think, last up is this one here. I've been looking at this for quite a while, and this one was in the sale. It was heavily reduced, and I'm glad I waited till it got reduced. I know there's another two in this line for this particular director. So this one was part of the measuring range, and it is the films of Doris Wishman, The Twilight Years. This is also an Agfa release, actually. Just noticed there. Look at this set, man. So the films it's got in here is Deadly Weapons, Double Agent 73, The Immoral 3, The Amazing Transplant, Let Me Die a Woman, Keyholes Off a Peeping, and Love Toy. The director here, Doris Wishman, she is a really big, or she was a really big, this is such a heavy box, is a huge exploitation director, and she has put out some crazy films over the years. Started off, I think this is the last part of a box set releases. I think there's another two that go from, this is Twilight, I think there's a daytime and an afternoon one, I think they're called, something like that. And the things she's put out is unbelievable in the form of exploitation. In the sale, this was only £20 for this. I mean, you're getting, what, 6 movies, something like that? Lovely packaging, that. These are, they're not adult at all. These are just highly exploitational. And I think they're all from the 70s. Yeah, 74, 70, 77, 71. Region 3 as well. I've seen a couple of clips from Doris Wishman films, and they are mad, to say the least. So you've got, I think you've got 2 films on each disc. I don't know what 3 films on there. I don't know. There's no reversible art here. I don't think that this type of thing would come out in the UK. I'm not too sure. It might do. It just seems a little bit too avant-garde to come out over here. You do get a booklet there as well. I'm really interested in seeing some of these Doris Wishman films. I know that I looked through all of the titles, and these are the ones I do know. Some of these ones I haven't seen any of them, but these are the ones that, in my mind, I've heard the titles mentioned. So again, a stunning box set here from Vinegar Syndrome. There's some movies I'm really interested in, and this is the packaging of that is unbelievable. And but what's the movie going to be like? Really glad to get some Agfa titles going again. Got some great, hopefully good films in this sale for like next to nothing. Got a great movie I've been after for a long time. and it's out of print now. This could be crazy beyond belief. I'm all about that. This is intriguing because of the fact of what it is and who is in it. Same as this, Herschell Gordon Lewis, the last films. It'd be interesting to see what he's done apart from his horror classics. And then also the Section 3 Video Nasty, White Cannibal Queen. That's probably going to be my first watch. I hope I don't drop these. And the Wings Hauser film, The Carpenter, meant to be a great slasher, although I've never even heard of this one up till now. And this one is intriguing me as well. The Possession of Joe Delaney. So there you go. There is my February haul from Vinegar Syndrome. And what I'll do on a forthcoming video, like I said, I'll go through them. I'll show you a good in-depth look at it. Oh, as well, if I can get it. And don't forget, Happy Valentine's Day from Vinegar Syndrome. Yeah, I'll just put that in there. And I'll confirm what all the region codes are for these films as well. And also take you for a deep look in them on the overhead camera. So, thanks for watching. You take care. And I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.